today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
On the return, Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now Drake. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinched the top spot, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The 49er ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 yards.
yards.
First quarter with the score 9-7.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
Corey Peters there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Running, it's Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Oh, he'll look downfield for This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Williams to return.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Kaepernick to throw on second down.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Gets through, and now an opening. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
For San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the
30-yard line. 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Kaepernick now to throw. Going deep for Walker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a draw play with Drake, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return. return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line. 42-yard line
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go.
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go. Check, check. 59. Here we go. Mine's 59. Mine's 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Mostert. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. A sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The sneak doesn't quite get him there. He gets 2. Now it's 4th and a yard. I'm going to give a little credit here. I think he caught him by surprise with the quarterback sneak call there. Yeah, he did. Still a yard shy, though, but able to get down to the 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. On the sneak is Garoppolo, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Williams now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Here comes Pettis on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
Ever. Who calls a
that?
1st down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a 1st down quarterback draw.
Right.
Yeah, but not a sneak. But they did gain yards.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was